we're here in Denia in Spain on the Lotto pre-season training camp, and this is the story of our age group triathlete Ant got himself into this situation. And looks like we've got a nice bike. What have you got?
I've got an Orbea Orca, mate. It's looking lovely.
Got the pro mechanics just fettling it for you, getting it ready. Arno, Ant's riding with you guys today. How do you rate his chances to keeping up?
I don't know his level, but for sure during the 5 and 12 minute test is really hard.
Well, he is the best athlete in our office, so we're going to test him against you guys, and we're looking forward to seeing how it goes. So we'll see you out on the road.
Yeah, maybe he's better than us, so we will see during the test.
Yeah. Awesome.
Just make sure you wait for me at the top, yeah?
Yeah, I wait always.
Yeah.
For a test, it's always good.
Yeah. So Yenu, you're riding with one of our guys today, Ant, and Ant's a pretty handy triathlete, like 8 hours 30 for an Ironman. How do you think he's going to get on trying to hang with you guys for 5 and 12 minute power tests?
He's going to do the test also.
Yeah.
I think a normal endurance ride he can do easily, but the test, I don't know.
Yeah.
We go all out and he's a triathlete. I don't think he's going all out every time. He's more steady pace, I think, so I think he will suffer.
Jared, so you got a triathlete in your midst today. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's all right. As long as he stays at the back, it'll be all good.
I don't think he's planning on spending too much time at the front, but how do you think he's going to get on?
No, you'll be right. It's pretty easy around the efforts. He had a day off yesterday. We did 4 hours, so it should be all good.
Right, we've begun the start of the Lotto training camp, ride 1, and everything's been pretty chill at the moment. About 200 watts, what I've been averaging so far. Everyone's been really nice, no one's tried to jump me yet. Wow, so about half an hour in, the average power has come up at 184 watts so far, around that 34k an hour average. That's a warm-up.
Just a casual 200 watt climb for 40 minutes. That's your easy bit done. Yeah, we are 51 minutes in and the normalised power so far has been 216 watts. So in theory that should have been an easy warm up. My heart rate says otherwise. I stuck at my 200 watts whilst they surged a bit more.
Yeah.
Got a couple of triathletes in the group I've been chatting to.
Any of them done an Ironman?
None of them have done an Ironman. No, haven't.
I know you've got to get going really quick. How's he doing?
He's doing alright. Yeah, the corners you can see a bit that he's more of a triathlete than a road cyclist, but he's doing quite well.
Good. We'll see how he gets on the next bit. Right, we are about to kick off the first 5 minute effort. As soon as it goes, I go. $500 watts, and he's gapped me by 2 bike lengths already. So, bad idea. Still holding 450, and he's just moving away. I don't think I get dropped that quick. Oh my god. 3, 2, 1, and I'm done. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks. Oh, look at that was horrible. The average power towards the end was 410, 415, so way above where I was expecting to get to. But one Lotto guy came past me and just went past me like I wasn't even moving.
There you go, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Rubber side down, don't crash. Don't crash.
In your loop, yeah.
Kobe, he did 410 watts.
Yeah, it's quite good, quite okay.
As expected, I got dropped on the descent. They got me, and then by the bottom of the climb, they were gone. So I'm now on my own, which I was kind of expecting. Just a quick observation while I'm riding here on my own. It's actually really windy when you haven't got 6 pro cyclists to sit behind. Let him have it. 450 watts lap average within the minute. And we've got a gap. 1 bike length already. That is like totally gone. Power's now 358 and it's sinking. 15. Come on, last push. I mean, this is tough. This is real tough, but I still think an Ironman's harder. 3, 2, 1. Oh man. Oh, you're gonna give me a lift? I was there for I reckon a solid 50 seconds and then it was just gone. I was averaging 450 watts for the first minute and it's just clearing me. That was disgusting. As long as this isn't called cheating, I've definitely ridden the whole ride, right?
Lads, we're at the top. What have you done with Ant, our mystery rider?
I told him to follow, but I think he tried and he was talking in my wheel. I was, oh, he's good, he's gonna attack me or something. But then suddenly he was gone, so I don't know. He was maybe saying, oh, it's too hard. So maybe he should save his energy by being quiet. He's a triathlete, I understand, so it's better for him that it's a 12-minute test than a 5-minute test.
Yeah. Well done, Ant. He's still smiling. How was that?
I think it was pretty close, wasn't it?
You were talking my wheel, I was like, okay, he's in super good shape because he's trash talking me or something. Or
Yeah, I don't think there's any trash talking.
Just driving down the backside of the Coll de Rates, trying to catch up with the group. To give you a bit of context on who Ant is, he's one of the brilliant copywriters who writes the PFNH newsletter every week, and he's a fantastic age group athlete. He did 2:27 at the London Marathon last year. He did 8:35 in Roth for the Ironman and completed the Hawaii Ironman World Championship. So he's no slouch, and what we're seeing here is really the gap that exists between top tier amateurs and these professionals, and that was amazing to see.
Is this like gruppetto pace, or is this I'm shelled, I'm out the back?
I think this is a bit lower than the gruppetto pace.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure because I have lots of time in the gruppetto. So I know exactly which pace it is.
I think he did pretty well. The testing part was the worst, and I saw he hang on to Jango.
I don't know who you were watching.
Yeah, and then for a few moments, and then you took your own pace, and afterwards you could follow the group well. So well done. The testing is all out, so there should be no margin anymore on it. But the rest of the ride was pretty easy, just to save the legs for the next days.
Can you say it was a really hard ride for my benefit? Just say it was like absolutely brutal.
It was brutal.
That's the one we want.
Worse than Tour of Flanders, you know?
Yeah.
But you're still alive, that's the most important.
Still alive, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you're already looking forward to tomorrow?
No.
Or? No?
You were driving the team car that was
Yes.
following Ant's group today.
Yeah.
Can you give him some marks out of 10 maybe?
No, it was I mean, good. You just can see that in the descents, it's some work to do, eh?
How do you fancy my chances of being in the team? Do you think I've got a chance?
Not immediately.
What's Garmin got to say about your body after this one, mate?
It's not positive at the moment. It's definitely saying poor, let your body recover. So I've definitely got one thing on my mind this afternoon. 45-minute kit now would be helpful. How was it? Oh, easy. What took you so long? You were ages.
Do you think it was worse today than doing an Ironman?
I never did an Ironman before, but I could imagine Ironman is much worse.
Well, he's done a lot of Ironmans.
You should be proud on that.
Right, mate, lunchtime. Well, it's quite late for lunch here, isn't it? It's like, what, nearly 3 o'clock, but the riding's done for the day.
Got to try and get down all this rice and chicken that a lot of the riders seem to be having, so I'm following suit and getting that down me as well. I think top of the list is sleep. I'm going to try and get a good hour's nap if I can, because the fatigue has like really kicked in now.
Ant isn't here with us to talk about his numbers from today because he's decided he needs a little lie down.
Today they did a critical power effort, so to determine their critical power, which is not the same as the functional threshold power, but it's comparable. So they did 5-minute effort and a 12-minute effort uphill. With those calculations we can determine their critical powers or their functional threshold power. We can also make training zones from that. We can also determine the pacing for time trials from it.
But how did he compare to the pro riders?
Of course, he's quite far from their numbers. He's at 5.6 for the 5-minute efforts, and our riders are 7 watts per kilos and up. So that's quite a large difference. And even if you know that the 12-minute effort for our guys is around 6 or 6.2, 6.5 watts per kilo, and that's even more than his 5-minute effort. So that's quite a distance still.
What did you think about his technical riding and his group riding?
Yeah, first I have to say it's quite an effort to just follow the pro riders for a complete training session. It's not that easy, so he did well. The only thing where you can see the biggest differences are the corners. Longer descent, he lost over a minute, I guess, on them, and they just didn't pedal. He had to pedal on every flatter piece, so that's one of the biggest differences.
On to tomorrow, because we're going to try and nurse him out of bed in the morning and get him back on the bike, hopefully. What's he got in store tomorrow?
So tomorrow there's another interval session for our guys, but depends a bit on where they are in the moment of the season, their preparation, what they are going to do exactly. So we have a group doing more VO2 max efforts, we have a group doing more sweet spot efforts, and then we have another fun group doing more all-out exercise like 1 minute repeats, 20-second repeats uphill, because it's easier to produce a lot of power uphill.
Okay, so we've got a choice of torture for him tomorrow, basically.
Yeah, you have a good choice, yeah.
I thought he'd be eating loads, and the other riders had mountains of food, but Ant just said he didn't feel like eating. Why might that be?
I think it's because of the ride was really hard for him. I think the riders are more used to it. They are doing it a lot, and they are also trained to eat a lot after their training rides. Sometimes you have to push your body then to just eat, but that's the most difficult part. The thing you can do is after training like you did is to eat low fiber. So like plain pasta, plain rice, not too much raw vegetables, that it digests really fast. That's really important after a ride like you did.
Good. Hey man, have you got a second?
Yeah, for sure.
Today was super tough, so I'm just looking for any advice that you can give me on getting the best night's sleep tonight. Have you got any key tips?
The thing we usually do is like we go to the buffet and take some cucumbers, just put them on ice. It's really nice for hydration, so something you could try.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm gonna nip to the buffet and get some cucumbers.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Thanks, mate. Thank you.
Great work today, mate. We got another big day tomorrow, so get some rest.
Cheers, mate. Can you kill the lights?
Here he comes with the gait of a man ready to take on day 2. And how are the quads, mate?
They're a little bit ginger this morning. I'm not gonna lie. They're not feeling as fresh as they were yesterday, and I wasn't quite as keen to get out of bed as I was yesterday either.
And we're in the kit room where the soigneurs get all the stuff ready for the riders before each day. What are you picking up for today's ride?
So yesterday was a tough day in the saddle, so we're definitely going to be trying to up the carbs a little bit more because we've got a bigger session to do today. I noticed yesterday that the riders were actually taking caffeine a lot earlier than normally would, so I'm definitely going to try and get like maybe 3 caffeine gels in there today. So I thought I'd be having the chance to open a chew packet and get chews on board, but I think because of the intensity at the end of that ride, I'm going to be reaching out for a lot more gels.
Jared, we spoke to Kobe and he said you were going to take good care of Ant on these intervals today. What intervals are you doing?
Yeah, we'll see about that. I got 30 second, about 600 watts, and then 2 minutes, 400, 420. 30 seconds rest, times 3. So it's like a, 6 minute or so effort. Yeah, they're pretty hard. The last one will be, I think, 3 hours in.
Yeah, fantastic, yeah. Is that all?
That's all, yeah.
Yeah, is that all? I was hoping for like 800 watts.
Oh, we can do that if you want.
Yeah, okay.
You just name it and we'll do it.
It's the story to beat a pro, so why not today?
So this is how you get your leg warmers off during a ride. So how do you feel this morning after doing the test yesterday?
Quite okay. I felt a bit the leg this morning, but now that I'm on the bike, it feels like everyday trial.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Hi, so I'm here with Stefan. He is doing 8-second efforts. He's kind enough to give me a 4-second head start. There you go, 8-second sprint, 4-second head start, and he still probably beat me by about 4 seconds. That's insane.
I don't know, I think he's having a swim in the sea. He says he's a triathlete, so he's gone for his swim leg now, I think. Didn't see him all with it.
Just trying to sit in the high threes for that section, but I couldn't even catch him in the 30-second recovery. It's a little bit easier doing this. I think my heart rate's come down below 150 for the first time on this climb.
And we were going to stop and interview you, but I think you need to keep going. They're going straight on.
Don't I? No rest for me.
Yeah. Get on it.
Like pulled across to let the team car go through and hit a rock.
Verdict up, making a lot of noise, way too much noise.
Yeah. Right, ready? Go. Crushed it. He's back on, no excuses. After Ant tried and failed to get himself out of the rest of this ride today, he's back on and the chase is now on, and he is absolutely pinning it down.
I love the sticky car.
Okay, fire yourself off a little bit. Doug, get up.
The boys up ahead that I've just found, they've got a different interval session, so they're going to be doing some 30-second intervals. So I'm going to try and stick on with these guys for as long as possible during those reps and see how bad this session is, because the first one was too tough, so hopefully it's going to be a bit easier, right? They're still warming into their sprints, and I've peaked in the first one, and the gap on that second one was ludicrous.
How did he get on?
Actually, he dropped already in the descent. We could hold on in the sprint for 1 second, and it was a sprint of 8 seconds. But he tried, at least he tried.
That third one was supposed to be 8 seconds max sprint and then 4 minutes and 52 seconds at fat max intensity. The reality was I was probably there for 0.5 seconds before I got dropped, and then I was tempoing up to his fat max and staying at tempo for fat max. So it was a brutal session.
Yeah, it's only downhill from here, so easy. Can I give it to him?
When you sweep Ant up, give him a little bit of a push.
Yeah? On the downhill also?
On the downhill also, yeah. Tell us, how did he get on?
I just got out sprinted and it was fun.
what I understand here is you're doing body composition testing to see how much fat mass and how much muscle mass Ant's got. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. And it's, in my opinion, the best measurement to do.
So what would you say is like an average body fat percentage when they're in the season across the team?
7 or 8 fat percentage, but it can also be lower. With some riders it's around 6, but that's really low. That's like a climber.
Louisa, could you talk us through the results then for Ant's skin folds and body fat percentage?
If we go to the fat mass, so the fat mass is actually an estimation that comes from the skin folds. It's around 30 and 10% we have of fat.
Okay.
So actually it's a very good measurement, I think. Just not a professional cyclist.
Okay. Good for an Ironman athlete, would you say?
Yeah, it can be a little bit lower, of course. You can go under 10. But that's next step, I guess.
Thank you.
No more donuts, Ant. Of course, we're not just here at the camp to support Ant. We're here working with the team and doing sweat testing like we do every year. The thing I'm happy to report is that there is one category where Ant is standing head and shoulders above the rest of the riders, and that is he is categorically the saltiest sweater that we've tested. Oh, there you are, mate. I've been looking everywhere for you. I wonder what you're up to. I haven't seen you since you were getting those revealing skin folds done. So this is your training peaks data, is it?
Yeah.
Give me the high level. How long did you ride for?
So in total we're out there for 4 hours 17 minutes.
Yep.
About 126 kilometres in total.
Yep.
Normalised power for the day was 272 watts.
Yeah, that is a shift.
Peak 5-second power. Bearing in mind that was probably at the point where I was chasing someone doing 1600 watts. Mine was 918.
918 watts, yeah.
Peak 1 minute, 490. 5 minute, 402. Peak 20 minutes at 302. Hour and 30 at 263 watts.
So you did an hour and 30 at 263 watts and still got essentially taught a lesson.
Taught a lesson about 10 times, I reckon, today.
It's a file to be proud of, mate, in my opinion, no matter what happened out on the road.
Yeah.
Good news is tomorrow, put you down for the shorter ride because it's only 6 hours. The longer ride would have mean we couldn't catch our flight. The bad news is that you're not going to have time to go in the jacuzzi like you wanted to afterwards.
Oh, I'm gutted I'm not going to get that jacuzzi though.
Yeah. Sleep well, mate.
Good morning, sunshine. Are you looking forward to your big 6-hour ride today?
Mate, no. I'm really not.
You need to book your ideas up, mate. If I'm prepared to spend 6 hours in a car seat, you are going to be prepared to spend 6 hours on a bike. Anyway, breakfast time. Come on. Anything I can help you with?
Yes, some bottles would be great.
Yeah.
Right, Lindsay, let's get rolling and catch up to him on the road. Get him up on the tracker for me, will you?
It looks like he's still back at the hotel.
Really?
I might have guessed it. There he is. Well, in honesty, mate, I do think you've earned that. So what's the line? So get your hand. Sorry, mate, that's mate. Is the actor that time?
Like flick it over the top like that. Oh, this is a look, isn't it?
Yeah. His mum asked me to ask you if you'd make sure he was all right though. So will you look after him out there today?
I will look after him.
Do you think Ant should have an electric bike today?
Yeah, we will have to check after.
That is absolutely bolted.
And if you had to do an Ironman triathlon with him, do you think you would keep up with him?
In the swim, no. Bike maybe. And I'm not so bad for a marathon, but for sure his endurance is better than me, so for sure he beat me. I hope so.